Let's talk about your first visit with Creative Services. You're driving to New York City to get fitted for the mask, and you're met with changes from the original pitch and drawing. At this point, still, it doesn't have a name, but the mask is different. It's evolved.
Yeah.
Were you involved in any of those changes, or were you more dictated to, hey, this is the one now?
Once it changed from the metallic look to the leather look, then I didn't have any say in that. That was because Stanley Sherman felt like the metal mask, it's not practical, and it's really going to bind me. It's not going to move with my face. So when I did go in there, very few people know, especially because I just, I've ordered 2 different masks from 2 different parts of the world so that I can do my cameos as man in a mankind mask, which is what I am. So even if they own the copyright, I'm just man in a mankind mask, right? But these guys do a great job, and their leather isn't made to fit the contours of my face. Stanley's was. So I had to do the plaster casting, with we got the photos of me with the...
What month do you think that was?
This was probably December of 95. I say December of 95 because in those photos I was clean shaven, and the only time I was clean shaven was when I was in ECW, and I was systematically removing everything the fans liked about me.
I see.
So that was the only reason that Cactus Jack showed up without the beard, because I was systematically removing everything you liked. And I would later go on to do that as Dude Love.
Sure.
Put in the top front teeth. And we did some pretty creative videos with Paul. Even when I was there for at American Adventures outside Atlanta from Noel's birthday party, we're filming little vignettes on the crazy bus where I'm showing visitors, guests, my ear, and oh my God, this guy's thing. I turn around, yeah, that's hardcore, and I'm with my wife, and she's putting me over. So that's why I was clean shaven, and that's why I know that we went for the original mask fitting in December of '95.
So when you leave after figuring out what your new mask is going to look like, you head to a seamstress, and then you're back to Stanford again, and I guess that's where you and Vince talk about the mandible claw. But when you're with the seamstress, do you know exactly, did the look change at all? And you mentioned earlier the symbol on the back. Tell us the story of how the symbol came to be.
Yeah, when they gave me the parameter, which is I'm in brown. Brown. Except for the black boots. And when Bruce heard that I was wearing the Mankind gimmick, it was actually just me trying the boots out, trying to get comfortable in the boots, having a match with the boots
Did
on.
they dictate that you needed the lifts, or is that a Foley call?
I wanted the lifts because I wanted to be closer to the Undertaker's height. Like I said, I was a legit 6'4", and at 6'6" is when you start becoming a big dude, right? There's a lot of...
That's like the Hulk Hogan, Billy Gunn.
Yeah. It was a Bruiser Bedlam who used to talk about being a 5-plate man. He'd say, the city's full of 4-plate men. 5 plates would be 545. City's full of 4-plate men. 5-plate man. So the city was full of... I don't even know where I'm going with this analogy. I have no idea where I'm. Refresh my memory.
So we're talking about the idea that you're going to be in brown, but now you're wearing lifts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. City's full of 6'4" men. 6'6". Like this is there's a definite 6'3", 6'2" to 6'4". You're tall. So tall that he stands about 6'4". All the downtown ladies call him Treetop Lover. This is bad Leroy Brown. 6'4" to me. Great songwriter, Jim Croce. 6'4" doesn't qualify you as a treetop lover. 6'6" does. And I felt like I needed those 2 extra inches. And then I realized after walking around, I attend a couple concerts that way. It's kind of cool to be 6'6", but I realized it's really difficult to move.
I was going to say, from a wrestling standpoint, you roll your ankle, right?
Yeah, it's going to damage your ankle. You can't move around as well. WWE ring is challenging enough. Without lifts on, and I realized, well, they didn't hire me because I was 6'6", I had the potential to be 6'6". They hired me thinking I was 5'10", I think. And so I was like, no, I'm going to give up. I sent it back to Bucky Palermo, the referee outside of Pittsburgh, who did a lot of the boots at that time. And he took
So the lifts were built into the boot.
They were built into the boot, like Herman Munster. or members of KISS, and then we had them removed. And then I did wrestle with the non-lift boots for that last match with Mikey.
So I'm just curious from a design standpoint of the actual gear, because we're talking about you visiting a seamstress.
Yeah.
WWE's footing the bill for this?
They are. They purchased or maybe they took it out of my check. I can't remember. Can't remember if I paid for the first 2 shirts and 2 masks, whether they took it out of my check, whether it was given to me. I don't
I was
know.
just getting to the point of how would you have, I guess, how was it communicated to him that you wanted lifts? You told WWE? Or
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I see.
And when it came to the symbol on the back, I had come up with the idea that the leather around. We later realized real leather wasn't the best idea, and the subsequent Mankind shirts, which I think there was only another 2 or 4, were not made out of leather. But I just looked at the back. I thought that's a lot of brown there. It's a lot of empty brown, and I asked about a symbol. And I just basically combined, what is the name of the type of Irish cross?
Yeah.
Irish cross with an X.
Okay.
And it looked mysterious. Like it wasn't like that's an Irish cross with an X. It looked like something
That you made up.
completely new, unusual. It's a little bit foreboding. And there were some things where, I had some other ideas, and then we came out with the loose-fitting shirt, still going to show off the Foley guns, right? I worked hard on those guns, although they never really, never indicated, the look never indicated that I did, but I did work hard to get those 17-inch pythons looking as good as they could. And so with the leather and the symbol, little symbol here on the left breast, big symbol on the back, brown spandex, black boots. Yeah, I was ready for my premiere.
What about the actual claw, the actual apparatus you wore?
Yeah. They made me that in creative. They gave me the thing I would wear.
Did you have a different vision for it?
No, I was good with that. Yeah, I was good with that.